Hey everyone, welcome back to Build. I'm your host, Brittany Jones Cooper, and today I'm sitting down with makeup artist and wellness entrepreneur, Bobbi Brown. She's here to talk about her new MasterClass, where she offers in-depth looks at her beauty philosophy and the path she took to get there. Through step-by-step makeup tutorials, Brown will show you tips for enhancing your own natural beauty. Take a look.
The number one question I get is how to play up your eyes. I'm gonna show you the smoky eye. A smoky eye is layered. Do not get a dark black shadow and put it all over your eye. My makeup philosophy is that I like it to be quick, I like it to be natural. It's not about how you look, it's about what you do look like. Makeup is a way to change the way you feel, make you comfortable in your skin, and enhance who you are. I love when she smiles, you see the little lines. And you know what? We have lines, and that's okay. You have to embrace yourself, embrace your age. No matter what color skin you have, what color eyes you have, what color hair you have, anyone could make themselves look beautiful. I'm gonna teach you how to cover up the little pesky spots on your face, how to use anything from a pencil to a cream to even coconut oil. This is like an ideal treatment. Bronzer 101. Use a wide brush. Dip the brush in, tap it, blow to get it off, and that way you don't make a mess on the skin. All right, let's do your eyes first. Now, make sure you're blending it. Fingers are the best way to blend.
Oh, I love this.
I would like to demystify your makeup kit. You need a moisturizer, black mascara, 4 shadows, a brush, a pencil, and that's pretty much it. Makeup should not be a mask. Makeup should not change the way you look. You don't wear foundation to change the color of your skin. You don't contour your nose. There's nothing wrong with your nose. You don't overline your lips. Makeup should enhance who you are. She doesn't need anything else. She looks absolutely gorgeous.
You're gonna call me every day, right?
Yeah, every day. I'm Bobbi Brown, and this is my masterclass.
Put your hands together for Bobbi Brown.
Thank you.
Hi. I'm so excited to be chatting with you. First, congrats on
Thanks.
this whole initiative. I mean, MasterClass is so amazing. I mean, there's experts in all these different fields, but I love that they have this new lifestyle platform, and you're the first one that's gonna get to do these kind of tutorial-like classes.
Yeah, I mean, I've been a teacher my whole life.
Yeah.
You know, I've always taught women how to really make themselves look the best that they could be, you know, so we feel good.
Yeah.
And it's, you know, makeup has changed so much in the past couple of years, and, you know, I'm not saying don't do those things you see on YouTube. This is just another alternative. I happen to think it's the best alternative, but everyone has different opinions.
I think it is the best alternative because you've made a life out of learning this industry, right? So when did you first get started in makeup?
I started as a makeup artist in college. I graduated from Emerson College with a degree in theatrical makeup, moved to New York, started doing models and magazines, and then, you know, probably about 7 years later, got a Vogue cover, and I had an idea for a lipstick that I couldn't find in the stores.
Yeah, and then that was where Bobbi Brown Cosmetics started.
Right, and I stayed with the brand 22 years. I left 3.5 years ago, and you know, things have changed a lot since I left.
And things have changed a lot, but the whole industry has changed, and that's why I saw that you're getting into the wellness side of things as well with Evolution 18. It just seems like you always have your ear to the ground and you're listening.
Well, beauty from the inside out, you know, is so important. And I've always taught people that it's not just what you put on your skin, it's how you live your life and what you put in your body. So I have a supplement company now called Evolution 18, my 9th book, Beauty from the Inside Out. So it all is a big holistic story.
It is, and it's so connected. I mean, in that video, you say, like, you know, you should use makeup that matches your skin, but I think a lot of people try to cover up things because maybe they're not taken care of.
Right. You could change the color of your skin with bronzer. You could change it with the sun, but you can't change it with foundation.
Yeah.
And you know what? We have the nose that we were born with, and we should just embrace it.
I agree.
Yeah.
So you mentioned that you love teaching.
I do.
So along the years, did you have good mentors? Like, who did you have in the industry that you could like turn to and learn stuff from?
Well, I learned so much from different makeup artists. When I was a young makeup artist, I was a sponge, and I used to just call up people and say, can I please come work for you for free? And I would assist people.
Yeah.
Some of the top names that, unfortunately a lot of people, wouldn't even know today. But I learned from artists that were different than me.
Yeah.
Like I always had the natural, healthy thing, that was my thing. But I'd worked with artists that taught me how to put bold colors on the eyes and taught me how to do more glamorous things. So I learned a lot, and my style pretty much morphed into what I believe, which is how to make people look like the best versions of themselves.
Yeah.
Simple, not complicated.
Yeah. So you took everything you've learned over the years.
Yeah.
And now we have MasterClass.
We do.
So take me through what we can expect with your MasterClass.
Well, there's 19 chapters in this MasterClass. So,
19.
19,
awesome.
yeah. So, a lot of it is makeup, is how to do things, how to line the eye, how to cover dark circles. 3 different models. We have a woman of color, we have a beautiful Asian woman who's over 50, and we have a freckled blondie redhead, Molly. So there's all different. And I teach not only makeup, I teach also how to get into the industry. I teach entrepreneurship. What I am and what I do is more than just, makeup. I've had this amazing career. I talk about being a working mom. I've raised 3 kids. And, I'm really excited to be back doing what I love the most, which is makeup.
That is so powerful that there's that business side of it as well in the teach. I didn't know that. That's so cool because you created this brand and you continue to innovate. And there's really no template for that, right? You sort of just have to.
There isn't. And I really didn't have anyone that taught me how to be me, how to do it. And I always questioned myself. And, the older you get, you just were like, okay. That was the journey. Okay, that was the journey.
Yeah.
Now where am I going?
So 19 classes,
Yes.
what are like some that we can expect?
Well, I teach you how to do a great smoky eye. I've never been an artist that could take black shadow and make a smoky eye. I could do that for the runway, but for real life I can't. So I actually figured it out because I couldn't do the perfect smoky eye, how to layer shadows to make it deeper and smokier so you don't make a whole mess on the face.
Gotcha.
So you'll get that, and you'll get how to choose the right foundation. We do a whole chapter on skincare, like how to make your skin look good from the inside and from the outside. So it was quite an experience, being the teacher and being filmed nonstop as the only person on camera. But I'm so proud of being part of MasterClass. It's like I see pictures of me and Serena and De Niro. I'm like, okay,
no big deal.
all right, yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Dad,
Natalie
have you seen that, Dad?
So I know one of the classes is also how to take your look from day to night.
Yes.
And you're going to demo that for us. So our model, can you join us on stage?
Yep, yay.
And I'm really into this because I very often have to go to things after work.
Right.
And so I'm excited to learn.
Right. People think that you're going to go home and wipe it off. You just don't have time. I don't know about you guys, but I do my makeup in the back of an Uber.
Always.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So if you guys don't know Deepika, she is also the founder of this ingenious Live Tinted, did I say it right?
You did.
Which is, she created this thing that gets rid of dark circles, but you can also use it on your cheeks and your lips. So a great thing to know is have products that you literally could use different places on your face and just multitask. So I'm gonna start, before I even do the lip, I'm gonna add a little bit of shimmer on her lid and I chose a color that goes with her skin color because I think a lot of people make a mistake and they end up putting colors on that don't work with the skin and just look too white or too ashy.
Oh, I love that.
So this is just a little bit of like a silvery, sugary color, but with bronze in it.
And you mentioned you don't have to take it off. You just are putting
I'm just
things on
putting
top.
it on. And if you need to add a little more concealer, you could do it. And a product like this, when you're all done at the end, you can even put it a little bit on your cheek. Don't just listen to the instructions, what it tells you to do. Go ahead and just play with the makeup.
I do have a question when you do the cheek.
Yeah.
Where do you start and where do you end? Because sometimes you see it and people have the bronze, it's way too much.
Yeah. Well, this is a highlighter, so it goes on top. Her cheek, smile for a sec. I'm always about the apple of the
Right there,
cheek.
okay.
And it's about blending it. So this red, believe it or not, she uses this to get rid of darkness under her eyes. It's crazy.
Oh.
I was inspired by her. She's the OG of color correcting.
Oh my God, I'm so excited to see how this works.
Okay, so I'm going to use a little bit on her cheek. And the thing is, she's already got makeup on.
That's so pretty.
You don't need a lot of it. It just kind of pumps it up a bit. And also evening, you have to realize it's darker. You know, the lighting is darker. You can get away with more, but you also want to be able to see it.
Yeah.
So this is just, you know, I'm using my fingers. I use my fingers a lot.
I also like you said you don't have to follow, like you can use whatever you want, wherever you want.
You can. You could play for sure. So, and what's fun about this is you could stain it.
Oh my gosh, girl, you are ready. Do you have a date tonight?
I need to.
It's too rainy.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, and the great thing is that this is a pencil, and I'm sorry, I'm not someone that likes intensity, but I like boldness when it's pretty. And I also, when I'm done with the makeup, I want to see the person I made up.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, you know, just because that we're used to all the, you know, almost theatrical makeup that you see on YouTube, and guess what? You could learn a lot. But you still, ultimately, you just want to look pretty.
But you also want to look timeless, you know?
You do.
Some of these things you see and you're like, well, in 10 years you're going to regret that. I feel like this face, you never will regret what you're doing right now.
No. And I love this because this particular crayon, it's kind of like a crayon.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. She could be light, she could be sheer, she could fill it in. So look in the mirror.
Gorge. Guys.
You need to go on a date.
Yeah,
I love
here,
it.
Put more on your lips. Like build it up a bit.
Are you
Look at
letting
how
her load
easy
it up?
it is. Yeah.
I love it. And just like that, I mean, what did that take? Maybe 4 or 5 minutes?
Yeah, really pretty. And, you know, I also layer different textures. So that's a cream, and then I'm going to add a little bit of powder, just because.
Why not?
Just because. And choosing color, like a lot of people with her skin color would think of going here,
Yeah.
which is very goldy,
sure.
but I'm going to add a little bit of like more plummy pinky in, because I just think it'll work with the blush.
It does. It does work. I would have
And
never
so
thought to use that color.
Right, the highlight goes where, let's see, I would think this would be good for you. Thanks for coming down.
Yes, I know.
Yes, I'm 5 foot tall, and I've spent the past how many years working with supermodels,
Right.
so I'm pretty good at it.
I'm cheating. I have heels.
Yeah, I'm cheating, I have heels too.
Okay.
Your skin.
Yeah.
Ooh,
So
hello.
pretty, yeah.
Thanks, Bobby.
So pretty. So really easy.
It's really, really beautiful.
Yeah.
That's really, and again, that was so quick,
So
so
easy.
easy. You could do that in the bathroom.
Yeah, and you could do these on your cheeks, you could do it on your eyes. I mean, you're not supposed to technically put it on your lips, but I have.
Do whatever you want.
Do whatever you want.
I love
There's
that.
no
Thank you
rules.
so much for that demo.
Yeah.
And I know we do have a couple of questions. So who has the first one in the audience? Right there.
Hi.
Hi.
I was wondering what your go-to makeup look was in high school.
Oh, in high school, good question. In high school, it was definitely like kind of like a purpley. There was a company called Yardley, which you probably don't remember, but kind of purpley eyeshadow, and then blue mascara was really big back then. That was kind of my go-to until I figured out how to make myself look really tan. So I used to take my mom's bronzer, put it on my cheek, and I didn't want anyone to know that I was wearing makeup. I just wanted people to think that I was pretty.
Yes.
So that's kind of how my style started.
I love that. Thank you. And next question.
Hello.
Hello.
We have a question from our site, and it is, what is one makeup necessity that you can't leave the house without?
Sunscreen. It's honestly sunscreen, but for me it's also blush. Like blush is my #1 product when I have nothing else. And moisturizer. People forget that a moisturizer is more important than makeup. Because when you don't look good, you know when you wake up in the morning, you probably had too much fun last night, you need a moisturizer because you're probably dehydrated from last night.
Yeah. And you mentioned like all of the different tutorials, and do you think on YouTube,
Yeah.
like, do you think some of that can create bad habits too? Like you need to sort of,
I think that, you know, I like to hold people responsible for making the right decisions. We like to watch all that, you learn a lot, but you have to do what's right for you. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty of people that look at my MasterClass and they say, oh, it's so natural, what's the point? That's my style and what I believe in. If you're someone that likes the whole other way, then find what's your style.
right. Well, I like your style.
Oh, well, thank you.
So thank you so much for joining us
thank
today.
you so much.
And thank you for, and congrats on the masterclass. It really
Thank
is a
you.
big deal, and I'm so
Yeah,
excited
thank you.
to see that's happening for you. And Bobbi's masterclass is available now at www.masterclass.com. Put your hands together for Bobbi.
Thank you.